Hello everybody, welcome back to yet again another live stream. Today should be a lot of fun. I am learning how to give a haircut or something like that. See, 1 month ago, a friend agreed to get a haircut. So today, I'm gonna be learning the basics to this thing. And by me learning, I'm just gonna watch some YouTube videos. And I guess I'll do it on stream, since the whole point of the haircut is just for a stream. I'll learn how to do it on stream, so you guys can be a part of the full process, aside from spending the money. Because I'm 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 spending my money for the razor. My friend's putting his hair on the line, and you guys just get to enjoy it. I'm gonna. Okay, what happened? I'm signed out. I don't want to show my screen until I sign in. Let's get signed in. Come on. Oh, hey. How's it going, American One? How to cut hair with clippers for beginners. Let's see how. Oh, this thing's lost a lot of its tension. There it goes. Okay, so clippers is what I need. Self only. Okay, let's see here. Cut men's hair with clippers. Okay, let's watch this one. Beginner's Guide.
Excuse me, can I get a tampon? Oh, sure.
What are these?
Haircut for men. The method will be to just go straight up to this point that sticks out the most at the back and then carry on up from there.
Give a haircut. Go full screen.
So just glide off at that point. Straight up and off that point. That point is known as the occipital ridge, and it's the point of the occipital bone that sticks out the most. So I'm covering this whole area here with just the exact same method.
Okay, I need to pay attention. I need to lock in. So, go up to
at the
about
bottom.
the
You can
point.
crisscross a little bit,
Crisscross.
and that will take
This
out
one's
any little dark areas.
Okay, little crisscrossing little dark areas.
You can see that that's almost blended in already.
I think it'd be so funny if mid haircut, I'm like, oh crap, I forgot how to do this part, and I pull out a tutorial and start watching a video while giving a haircut. Man, that'd be so scary if you're the one getting a haircut and your barber has to pull out a tutorial.
The back there. So now we need to do the same thing on the side, and there's an area that sticks out the most by the temple all the way around to the back. That's called the parietal ridge. So just work up with your number 3 and glide off of that ridge.
Right
So
off
clipper
the
goes
ridge.
in, and when you get to that point, just aim straight up and glide off the head.
Right off the head.
This is a really basic technique, very fundamental, very easy to do.
Easy, okay.
You don't have to spend an absolute fortune on hair clippers. These clippers are one of the best sellers on Amazon, and they're not expensive. I just want to show you what you can do if you get the technique correct.
Okay. So this side's gonna be harder for me, I think. Than the ear.
Front, just straight up again.
Oh yeah, I can't just be watching this video without getting credit. This is obviously not my video. This video might get taken down for copyright because I'm watching other people's content. This is the 1 Minute Barber, how to cut men's hair with clippers, beginner guide.
Again at the side.
can see it right here. Okay, so how does it go around the ears?
When you get to the ear, just hold the ear out of the way and just work up like that. Sometimes what you have to do is put the clipper but angle the top tooth out a little bit so that you can work around this ear area.
Oh. I can do that. Okay.
Same on this side, just work up all the way over to the temple with the same technique. One of the other good things about this clipper, which I'll show you in a minute, is it has color-coded guards. And that's really handy because you don't want to be putting the wrong guard on your clipper. If you put the wrong length on, then you could cut the hair too short.
What card does he use?
I'll leave a link in the description below, which you can use to gain a 15% discount on anything on the TPOB website. And underneath that, I'll also leave the Amazon link for this clipper as well. At the front, just pull the fringe out of the way with the comb and work your way straight up. Now look how easy this is. This is taking out a lot of the blending in work that we need to do. I'm also going to show you a really easy technique for blending in here, and you can use the clipper for that as well. So I'm going to show you a variation that you can use. I'm going to use a number 2 and go up not quite as far as I did with the 3, I think just a little bit, maybe below the occipital bone there.
So then number 2 towards the bottom.
And this is going to taper the hair.
Oh, a taper
so
fade.
By taper, I mean as we work down towards the bottom, it's going to start to sort of disappear towards the neck. It's a neater finish, the taper. I think it can look quite good. This is something that you can do if you feel comfortable. You'll notice what I do is
I'm going to do it.
I go in with the clipper and I just curve it out like that. Just in and curve out.
It's nice music. Okay.
This clipper is ideal for anyone who is just starting out and needs a set of clippers to learn on, or for somebody who is cutting hair at home for family members.
I need him to remember a comb.
It's easy to use, it has a large range of guards, it has a lever on it which is quite useful with various settings. The lever is just useful for things like fading and tapering. So last little bit there at the bottom, I'm just going to put on this number 1 guard, and I'm just going to trim up a little bit into the bottom here. This is going to complete my taper quite nicely here at the bottom. And you'll see what happens here when I use my little trimmer to make a straight line. It's going to look really neat with the taper. It's almost going to frame that effect.
Ooh. Oh, I see. That's nice. I gotta do that.
And then just kind of flick your trimmer not into the hairline, just below, to take away this neck hair here.
I'm about to get the cleanest haircut. Oh man.
So one last thing, I've decided that I'm going to use the lever on this TPOB clipper, and I'm just going to work up a little bit because it's a slightly longer zero I'm making there. It's what we call a half. So just a little bit in to the hair at the bottom there.
Yeah, that looks good.
So I've got quite a nice little taper here at the bottom.
Yeah, this trim's dedicated
that was
to your
really
hair.
easy to do with a 3, 2, 1, and then the little trimmer. Around the ear, you just really want to take these loose hairs off, and the same at the back. So hold the ear out of the way, use the corner of the trimmer, and just work your way around the ear.
Oh, okay.
So we've got this ridge here and we want to blend that in. So I'm going to go with the number 2 on the clipper, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to work down, following the direction that the hair is going, And I'm basically going to work straight down like that onto these heavy areas. This is a really good way to take the density out of the weight at the side here. And the same at the back. So that's a really easy and quick way to clipper the back and the sides of men's hair. It's ideal for like at-home cutting. Probably if you're a beginner, this is really what you would call a beginner's cut. I've showed you the method for blending in. The taper, you don't have to apply a taper. You could just do the 3 on its own. But I really hope that's been useful for you, and I'll see you again in my next video.
Alrighty, so I feel like I can do that for the most part. I know I can just go around with 3 and go up and all around and around the ears and stuff. I'm gonna try the taper. We'll see what happens. Which I got this, so go ahead and look at it again. I think I got a 3. I definitely got a 3. Because I got this right here. And then he said this part, this gear, which moves it. I'm not sure if you can even. I'm not sure that comes through on camera, but it's like he said it's the half, almost as they call it, or a 0, for when you're wanting to get towards really low. And then I got all of these things, so I don't need a 7, maybe a 4. But I don't think his hair is thick enough for a 4. So there's a 2. And my 3D printer is going loud. A 1. I need a 2, a 1. Oh, it's done. Let's see what it looks like. There's a 3D printed piece. Has a lot of supports to break off. Good night. So he's gonna do this for now. No gaming. Yeah. No gaming tonight, but it's all right. Okay, so we got the 3. We got the 2. We got the 1. So you can tell 3's thickness next to 2's thickness, and then how thick 2 is next to 1. Versus something crazy like an 8. Here's an 8. Here's a 3. It's all a big difference. I should not need this 8. Maybe towards the top. Like I might do it nice and long towards up top. I might even try some scissor stuff. But I don't have professional scissors. I just have like the crafting scissors. Yeah, this stuff, I'm not sure. It cut my hair, but I also have decently long hair. He doesn't, so I don't think this would be I don't think this would even cut his hair with an 8. Because an 8's an inch long hair. So yeah, an 8 would probably be perfect actually. That's cool. And then okay, this is all gonna be great. I should probably watch a video on a beard with a electric trimmer, because I have the beard trimmer and I got this trimmer. And then beard and scissors. I need to learn how to do cut with scissors as well. I feel like all this seems pretty straightforward. I'm not going to be great at it because I have 0 experience. But it's for a stream, so I mean, I have plot armor basically. And if it's bad, it's just going to be funny. That's a good thing about this, is if it's bad, nobody really blames me. And my friend's fine with a buzz cut. He could care less. And if it's good, it's gonna be insane. Everybody's gonna be like, wow, I did that with 0 experience. So either way, it's a win-win for me and kind of a win-lose type thing for my friend. Luckily, I'm not my friend though. I'm in a winning spot here. Either way, for him, it's he's got like a 50-50. He could be showing up to school with a buzz. Actually, there's like 3 options. He could be showing up to school with a buzz, showing up to school with an absolute insane taper fade, or probably the most likely, he shows up with someone else's haircut because he has to get, it's so bad he has to get it redone. But we'll see. How to cut beard with clippers. How to trim someone's beard. Trim someone's beard with clippers. Beard trimming and shaping. Oh, I need to turn on my face cam. Beard trim tip number 1. His beard is not this thick. Okay, I'd say this one's probably good for me. It's probably comparable thickness.
It's everything you wish for. Your site traffic is skyrocketing.
I just need to mute the ads. I forget to do that. Okay. Okay, so this one's
Hey guys,
YouBarber
welcome
Online.
to another video. Today we have Cam here with us. Welcome, my friend.
Thank you.
All right, so tell me, today we're gonna do your beard, right? How would you like your beard?
Yeah, so you can see I usually kind of have a neckline.
Is it? My mic came unplugged. Try to see.
In here that goes through, and I usually trim that clean. Usually a bit shorter than what I have here.
Slight problem. So, what it looks like here is he goes right along, no jawline, no neck beard. And he has a jawline to follow along.
Like trim it down a little bit, and then my mustache I make maybe shorter than the rest of my beard, just because
Length?
same length. Mustache.
So
Still
Being quite simple, it'll be a perfect tutorial for beginners, as I will show you doing a beard position since I'll be using the clipper, and this prevents the hair from jumping onto the client's face. So to avoid this, I just keep the chair in the normal position at this moment. Here, I'm using the number 2 guard with the lever closed, and since I want all the hairs to be the same length, I pass the clippers in different directions. Just pay attention to the pressure you apply with your hand, as the face is more sensitive, and if you move it too quickly or apply too much pressure, it might discomfort the client.
It doesn't matter if I discomfort my client. I'm not getting paid for this. So first, go along everything with the guard. And just kind of comb it as needed.
With the bulk from the mustache, I use the 0.5 guard in the reverse position. First, I test with the halfway lever, and if
So we take the 0.5 and go down.
it doesn't remove enough, I close the lever.
Doesn't
You
really
start
close it.
with a light hand, and if you need to remove
The
more,
light.
you can apply a bit more pressure. It's essential to go over the same area multiple times to ensure the hairs are even. Don't have a fully complete beard, meaning some areas have more hair than others, so we can see some dark spots. To even everything out, I use the number 1 guard with the lever open, focusing on the darker areas with just the corner of the clipper to achieve a more uniform look for the beard.
This guy is locked in.
Quick reminder,
He hasn't-
if
has he
you're
blinked
new
yet?
to this
Okay, he blinked,
channel
yeah.
and interested in learning the barbering profession, I recommend subscribing to this channel. Soon we'll be opening slots for our online academy, a comprehensive program you can follow to become a professional barber from beginner. So check out our link in the description. If you're watching this video right now and the registrations are open
Go ahead and do
already,
that.
the link will be available.
If you want to be a barber. I do not want to be a barber, I can tell you that right now. I think it's just funny. And having a skill is useful. So let's do
The
shrimp.
lines on the neck and cheeks. And in this case, as the client already has a defined line on the neck, I'll just follow the reference, keeping it straight.
Okay, so I gotta pick my own lines. I'll figure something out.
So notice that I will only remove those hairs that go beyond the line, leaving the beard with a cleaner look. And a tip for you is always to check if the blade over clipper is not pinching the skin, because sometimes the blade may be misadjusted to the point of hurting the client when used in this position.
Oh, I need to have a spot for him to lay down.
When you shave the neck, usually you do just the direction of the growth, right?
Yeah, usually I go down. I just go down.
Down as well?
Yeah.
So you don't have like the skin pretty sensitive to make against, right?
No, but I usually only use an electric shaver.
Oh, the electric shaver.
Yeah.
Also, you don't use the blade.
I don't use the blade. Yeah.
Oh, nice. And also here,
To clean the neck. If he uses only the trimmer, if he's used to using the blade, and if with the blade he's used to shaving against the grain, all of this you need to check with the client before making a decision. And in this case, as you could hear, the client only uses the trimmer. Not even the shaver machine will be used on the neck. And notice that I'm taking every care not to risk pulling the client's neck hair. Many times, if you pass too hard or too fast, you can pull the hair with the trimmer. So I go slowly and with a lighter hand, considering that this client's neck hair grows very flat against the skin. So take your time and it will work out.
I don't have one of those brushes. I mean, I got like this brush. Is that good? So I don't know if my client, who's totally not my client who is definitely like a high baller, paying me a lot of money, if he shaves with a razor, like electric or blade, because I need to figure that out.
In my existing line, one thing you will notice is that when we make the cheek line only with the trimmer, we have a more natural and less defined line. When we use the blade to make the line, it becomes more straight and stronger. So based on the style you want to deliver, you can decide between the trimmer or the blade. And in this case, I'll use the shaver machine only on the cheeks to leave it cleaner and without any hair. And don't forget to use the trimmer to clean the lower contour of the mouth and remove the hair that cover the lips.
Okay. Is there anything else? No, that's it.
Position and
Oh,
make
no.
some adjustments, since in the normal position I
Make
have a
big
better view
adjustments.
of the lower line. I also take the opportunity to clean his beard with a warm towel to remove all those loose hairs that stick to the skin. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and
That's nice. If I can do something of that quality, which I probably can't, but I can try, then this could look really decent. That's probably the best way to put it. It's not gonna look great. That's just gotta be accepted. How to trim someone's hair Now we gotta look for scissors. So once again, that was YouBarber Online. Check it out. That's not my content, so I don't want to steal other people's stuff. That'd be just mean. Medium Longman's hair. I just want to get. Oh no, I don't think I have time for these. Okay. Mute up the ad. They're not getting money for this. Because YouTube can already put stuff. Is there there's no words? I need words. I need to know what I'm doing. Quick tutorial. Perfect fade in 4 minutes. This guy looks like he knows.
It's your man,
No ad either.
Alex, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys my take on a low to mid fade self haircut. The more haircut will buy,
I don't care about this stuff.
so in this self you can take it slow and
I want to learn about the top.
Catch you next time.
It didn't even have scissors in it. I searched up how to cut someone's hair with scissors. I may not be knowing this part. I always spell scissors wrong. Let me just correct that first. Scissors. Trim someone's hair with scissors. Quick tutorial. Okay. Step by step. This is a girl. That is not really beginner's guide. Okay.
Welcome to this basic gents
Hey, it's 1 minute barber.
tutorial. My name's Michael Home. I've been cutting hair for 20 years, and in this video, I'm going to break down a simple gents haircut for you. So we're starting out with.
Okay, so I already watched this guy for the
In the end,
this part.
wasn't already cut, but
Okay.
line as we go longer now to
So
go against that. That's just because the clipper guard is catching it that way. Now remember, when you're going at an angle, lift the high corner off. So let's match up all the way around.
okay. So you take the comb to get the length you want.
On the top of the head, when you're scissor cutting, I would always recommend the bulk of the work is on wet hair.
Wet hair.
So wet it down and cut a guideline down the middle. So
guideline.
here it is. This guideline will give me a map or a plan, a blueprint for cutting the whole top of the head. So if I take off how much hair that I think I'm gonna take off for the client on my guideline, then I can follow it throughout the head. I'm going to take sections down the middle of the head initially, and where that circle is where my guideline is. So when I pick up my sections, I should see a little short bit of hair in the middle. So pinch the hair, comb in, comb it up, and I can see there's some short hair in the middle. That's from my guideline. So I'll cut to that, comb the hair forward, pinch it, lift it up again. I can see my short hair in the middle. Now I'm going to work my way forwards again.
This makes so much more sense now what's happening whenever I get my haircuts.
That's good. And then keep working forward. I can keep seeing that short hair just right in the middle from my guideline. Now I'm taking quite a lot of sections here, and that's because my client has thick hair. So I'm probably no thicker than about 1 centimeter with each section. There's that short hair again in the middle. I can see it, so I'm going to cut to that. Working on thick hair or straight hair, take as many sections as possible. Small sections. And
Okay, I need to figure out. I kind of skipped, or I stopped paying attention or something when you made those guidelines. Let's watch the guidelines again.
And cut a guideline down the middle. So here it is. This guideline will give me a map or
So he puts it all to the side.
a blueprint cutting the whole top of the head. So if I take off how much hair that I think
Okay, so you list it
I'm
up.
gonna take off for the client on my guideline, then I can follow it throughout the head.
Oh, he gets a little bit.
I'm
from
gonna
some.
take sections down the middle of the head initially.
Okay, that makes more sense. So I can skip past all this now. He does a little comb thing. He goes along the sides, and then
Here is towards the inside knuckle of my fingers, and as I work my way forward, you'll notice that I start changing where my fingers are pointing. You'll see, so I'm working there and I'm just following the flow of the hair. Because the hair starts to take a different angle, I just kind of pick it up that way. It's more natural. Now that we've cut our 3 sections on the top, we need to start joining it all together. So I'm going to pick up vertical sections, and my fingers are very straight up the side of the head here, and what I'm doing is looking to take off a corner. If you see my other videos, you've probably heard me talking about this corner, and it's because we had, remember, our longest length was a number 3 on the side. The crown, look, this crown's standing up, and what I'm going to do is just take down the bit that's really standing up. Now I think that's okay, but actually it's not okay, and you'll see later I'm not actually happy with it, but I'm going to leave it at that just now. On the front, just use your comb as a straight line. So I'm going to let the fringe relax in the comb. So comb it down, rest it on the comb, and then trim across the comb. That's leaving the fringe in its natural position. And you can see I haven't straightened it with my fingers. I'm letting it lie naturally. Whenever you're cutting a fringe, be aware that when you dry it, it's going to spring up a little bit. So I would say whenever you cut a fringe, I mean to this length, whatever length you're cutting, leave it about 1 centimeter longer if it's wet, and then it should spring up to exactly where you want. If I'm wrong, you know, you can always adjust. There's me back at the crown again. I just wanted to take a little bit more off, wasn't quite happy. Okay, let's get this dried off and we'll just take a look at how it turns out. I'm going to style it with my very own Chop Dust Up. That's my own stuff that I use at work. And it's just a dry, kind of textured finish. It doesn't take a lot, you just rub it in. So here is the finished cut. Tell me what you think. Did that seem simple enough for you? Did you understand it? Is this something that you think you could attempt yourself? Did I take enough off that crown? You let me know. Maybe it could have been shorter.
It does look nice. I did to my friend. Now he's going bald. No, what? This is not. Oh, this should not be foreshadowing. This should not. I really hope this is not foreshadowing. Okay, let's see what happens. We'll see what happens. Looks good. Notice YouTube tutorials. Always use clients. Perfect hair texture density. Great to see some clients. Difficult hair. Coarse, fine, receding. All that stuff. Goes barber issues. Like this video example doesn't naturally look tapered already. That had the job done. Tried it on my hubby and was very surprised at the result. It came out very well, thank you. We will see what happens. I really think I don't want to say anything. I really think that I have a good shot. I got the clippers, and that should be all I need, right? I mean, I got a pair of scissors somewhere. I mean, I got these, like kind of the spring in them. These things are powerful. I don't care how coarse his hair is. These things can cut it. Or I got like my everyday carry standard. Because I'm sure you want your hair being cut. with just an average daily pair of scissors. There's obviously no, like, why would there be anything different between barber scissors and your average everyday pair of scissors? I'm sure this will be fine. Now, this has been interesting for me. I get this is probably going to be boring for a lot of people, and probably not the most practical to watch for others, but hopefully you enjoyed. I'm trying to react to stuff and be, like, here, present, not just, like, watching this on my own. But also, I don't want to just be, like, doing this for, like, a show and not actually paying attention. So I've learned a lot. Maybe you guys have learned a lot. Maybe even feel a little bit more confident to take on some hair cutting stuff for yourself. You never know. This haircut could go a lot of ways. Hopefully it goes good, but we will see. As always, remember, God loves you. I'll see you later. Have a good one. Goodbye.